Alrighty, folks. Well, welcome back to another session of our Out of the Abyss. And I am your Dungeon Master, Dungeon Mister, and we are joined by all of our wonderful players. If you guys want to say anything, or hey, or goodbye, now is your chance. Don't say goodbye.
You are the weakest link.
Hey,
Hello.
to the shit show.
Hey, well, and with that, we're gonna get into our recap for tonight, and yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. Last time, you guys were going about Sloopadlop. We were taken to Pluplupleen's abode, a Kuotoa, where they discussed the plan to use you kind of as bait, as a sacrifice. That way, Plupluplene and their followers could get close and launch a proper assault against their own daughter. Turvy and Fungi were tasked with helping pick out supplies and helping load into their large raft that you guys would be given after this task was finished. The rest of you looking for anything to help. You encountered a merchant of sorts who had several things to trade, although most of it was either salvaged or of Kuotoa make. You also scouted out your path to the vessel in case you had to make a quick getaway, and actually planned to leave as soon as the fighting broke out so you wouldn't take part in it. With a plan in hand, and you met back with Plupluplene, who, along with their retinue, escorted you to the altar of the Deep Father, Limu Gugan. A short speech from Plu, and you were all handed over to their followers of their daughter, and another prisoner, a Dwergar, was thrust toward as sacrifice along with you guys, pushed with spears, and the rest of these fish folk amassed in great numbers, swirling as a school of fish almost around the altar, wading in and out of the Dark Lake's waters. Hard to tell the difference between the followers at the time. Plupluplene did launch their assault against their daughter with furious blows from their staff, and in this moment, all of the fish folk were confused and distraught. Blood started to appear in the water. Some of you did attempt to escape, and while Rincewind actually stayed behind and helped out a Dwergar, as the opposition grew quickly. And you realized your escape from dozens of fish folk would not be quite as easy as you had hoped. But you did make it out of the crowd, and kind of right as you did, Plupluplene struck down their daughter as bubbling roar echoed across the cavern from within the Dark Lake. You saw a terrifying gargantuan creature with nightmarish features rising out of the lake and started making its way to shore, destroying everything in its path with long, tendril-like arms and two massive heads, kind of resembling baboons almost, but all kind of ablaze inside of it. All of you seem to be affected by the creature's presence, including the majority of these fish folk as well. Temporary madness ensued, and most of the fish folk realized this was Limu Gugun and started chanting as they were slaughtered, eventually escaping under the induced madness, but it wasn't easy. Especially with one of you guys, Malachar, staying back and actually trying to attack anything that moved, including you guys. I think one of you started eating a foot. I think there was a tasting of a foot by another, but you eventually knocked Malachar out, dragged him back to your large raft, and taking this Dwergar with you at the time, started to push off, but supplies and debris clattered off from the vessel into the waves as a couple of you did fall in, having to deal with some aggressive manta ray creatures before actually getting away. But now, Sloopadoop in the distance, you can still see the creature wreaking havoc. Cries of fish folk start to die down as you enter a tunnel of the Dark Lake. And that's where we're going to pick up. You guys feel like you're finally at a safe-ish distance, and are starting to navigate through these kind of exiting out one tunnel leading to several others. What are you guys up to? As you're on this raft that kind of has like a central cabin to it. It does not seem of Kuo-toa make.
Am I still unconscious?
I would say at this point you come to. That's fine. You all haven't gotten a long rest, but you do get your hit points and stuff back. Because you did level up.
Well, the first thing I'm going to say is, where am I? What happened?
Hey, big friend, you feeling better? Seemed a little out of it before.
I don't know what happened. I just remember seeing red, and then I woke up here.
Let's just say there's something that most of us got affected by, a creature that affected us mentally, and you were just trying to kill everything in sight. We had
Yeah,
to,
I'll be damned if their chanting didn't work.
It took 3 of us to knock you out, and then move you onto the boat.
Oh Jesus. Did I hurt anyone in the struggle?
I don't recall, but I think I remember John preventing you from hurting one of us.
Jim Jarl kind of like pipe up as he's trying to row. Yeah, it wasn't the your best spot, but yeah, he definitely took a swing at me. He was just trying to help out.
I think it's unimportant who you may have injured. What's important is that you are incredibly heavy. And we had to drag you.
Well, I apologize for any harm I may have caused to anyone. I was definitely not in my right mind.
No, I think
And Malakar, you would notice a stranger amongst you, as the rest of you kind of did see this Dwergar follow and help out. Kind of.
Yeah, Rincewind would be sitting right next to Hamath, making sure that we're okay together, just because, he saved me twice, so.
Fair enough. It does look like someone is giving Watcher's inspiration to you guys, so and
early.
Rolling off for it.
What?
So someone will have
wow.
Watcher's inspiration for the evening. So everyone roll me a d20.
Oh, God. There you go. Had a pepper.
well, there's your
Looks like Fungi is going to get the Watcher's inspiration. With the natural 20. So that means anytime during the course of tonight's session, you can add a d6 to any d20 roll. It's similar to Bardic Inspiration. And also after the fact, like after you see the result, like you can be like, nah, I'm going to add a d6 to that. As you feel you are being watched.
Thanks, Twitch.
Yes, thank you, Twitch.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, friend.
As Fungi speaks out to nothingness out there. Something's watching. But he feels better about it. And the Dwergar will kind of... Yes, hello. terrifying experience, but we are alive together, it would seem. I do owe you a debt of sorts.
I mean, not I feel that the debt's been repaid personally, but I mean,
Well,
I too feel that I owe you one as well. So, my name is Rincewind, by the way.
well, I am Hemeth.
So,
I come from Gracklestug, just across the lake. I should not have ventured out this far.
what brought you to this side of the lake?
I am a trader of sorts, and, well, one thing led to another. It would turned out that they were not interested in my wares. I met a few of them on the lake, and they seemed angered by what I had to offer, and took me captive instead. My crew was, of course, killed.
Only we'd met under other circumstances. I think we could have worked something out instead. We found out that the fish folk really aren't great traders. So, I mean, other than your life, it wouldn't have been any great loss there. So,
I hear they collect baubles and things from time to time of things that they salvage. But yes, I learned that it was nothing more than a place of mud and sticks. Not particularly great.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be a big loss to the Underdark if that village is destroyed by the whatever creature that was.
It was terrifying, whatever it was.
Oh, it was.
I suggest we make quick distance from this Sloopadloop. Sloopadlop? I do not understand Kuotoa words. They are all stupid, but I would also suggest I would like to go home to Gracklestug. It's just across the lake.
I think that's where we're going from Sloopy Doop originally. We got to get these shackles off of us.
Oh,
that was the closest place we thought.
I did not notice the metal around your necks when we first met.
Yeah, let's just say we escaped from a drought prison a few days ago.
I can see.
Super self-conscious about it too.
I recognize the poor metalworking of the Dark Elves. In Gracklestug, they have much better chains and much better manacles to hold people with.
Weller would
That's
just
not
slowly turn his head and raise his eyebrow.
Right.
Our ironworks are, well, that is all Gracklestug does. I mentioned I was a trader before. I'm a trader of wares and metal, particularly. Smithing. I am not a smith myself. Just I know where to get them.
Smithing.
So you would know someone that can remove these
Absolutely.
off of us.
If you would ensure my safe passage to Gracklestug, I could absolutely have someone remove those pesky collars and bracelets.
I think we'll do our best. I mean, there's only two of us that are from down here. As you and the drow.
Jimjar and Turvy kind of look over. Oh, I'm from down here. And Turvy's like, yeah, I'm from down here too.
Me too.
Hey,
I am not.
And I'm just the drow to you.
Well, I mean, he was you did introduce yourself, so he was
Oh, awesome.
I let you
Most-
taste the foot. And I'm just the
Yeah.
drow to you.
yeah. There's a bit of payback.
So the most merciful thing I can do here is cut our conversation short and encourage us all to push the raft forward as quickly as possible.
And to paddle as quickly as possible.
All right. I'm gonna bring you guys to this good old page.
Yay!
As there is no scouting, as you guys are on a large raft, and again, there is kind of a central kind of cabin that you can walk around it. The entrance to it is both the front and the back of it. A rudimentary sail is also on the front, just in case there's any winds or anyone has magic to create winds. But this is, you would kind of checking over supplies. You have about 5 days of supplies for 10 people. So you're short. Actually, which is just enough for you guys, because Fungi doesn't need to eat, and neither does Stool.
Okay. Is there a lookout?
There, what do you mean, like a position?
Like a crow's nest or
There
something
is
on top of the
not.
roof?
It's just a raft. Yeah, I mean, you can hop up top. It's about 10 feet tall.
Okay.
Perhaps we could fish as we go along, just in
Yeah.
case.
That would be the foraging, because there's less chance to find. So pretty much replace foraging with fishing. There is no scouting. And, well, cooking is, hard to do on a wooden raft, but it's made of zirkwood, floats pretty well, and it's larger than most rafts, so it is a little unwieldy, but it is also sturdier than a just makeshift raft.
All right. I guess I'm gonna go down to special action, and I want to be on the lookout for aggressive stinger fish.
All right. Keeping an eye out for the day, or for this traversal, because it is certain lengths of time.
Luke gets in the cage, so he's gonna paddle.
Yeah, I'll definitely help. Malakar will definitely help row, and
So that would probably be like
I-
just
I don't
special
know.
action, just like rowing. That's
yeah,
perfect.
I don't know how much mapping can be done on a ship in the middle of a lake.
A good bit.
I mean,
As
are there
as
like
it's not so much a big open lake as it is a series.
are there
of-
stalactites?
There's stalactites. You can see some tunnels
right.
are maybe 2 feet above the water, and there's other areas that are it's a very labyrinthine style of less lake, more watery caves. There are some patches, and Emmett will tell you, I have been, through this place before, only once, but there are strange and interesting areas. Some of these areas are more like large caverns with nothing really in them. Occasionally you'll see islands. Could run into people who are also excursioning out into the lake. And be on the lookout for things falling from the ceiling or things coming up from underneath. It
Yeah, let's
twists
hope
and
there's nothing.
turns.
You can say it. Weller, go ahead and say it. Say it. Go ahead.
It's not gonna now.
It's too early.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, we'll wait. We'll wait.
All right.
We'll say, give me a perception check, Rincewind.
Yeah, considering the last session ended with the fish people summoning a baboon-faced demon, it's too early for me to say it.
It's not. It can only go up from there, right?
Oh, really?
No,
That's
No,
gonna be my
not
my
necessarily.
slogan for tonight. Is oh really?
Oh my god.
And
Possibly
so
get worse.
Casmus and Malakar are helping with the rowing, with actually Jimjar will help with that too. And Spiderbait will help row too. You probably need about 4 people to row.
How about, because I don't have a thing, how do I help try and map if I can, or so long as
Absolutely.
we have a.
It will be a survival check at disadvantage for mapping.
Say maybe you can map better than I can.
Dude,
Yeah,
just knock a 20 out, because I just want to see this map of scribbly lines and pictographs change into some beautiful, detailed topographic map.
All right, roll this one now.
Yeah, go for it.
Leaf.
You're with an 11. You're starting to get some
Not
some
worse.
areas. It's not worse. And I will say
higher than
Casmus
I've rolled on every one.
and Malakar, give me an athletics check for rowing.
No more negative.
All right.
I mean, it shows 7 on the dice. Okay.
And finally, because Hemeth is helping navigate, he knows the way, well, kind of knows the way to Gracklestug, as this is a twisting and turning place. But because you have him with you, Weller, I will give you advantage on a survival check. Or not advantage. It kind of makes it a straight roll. So a survival check for navigation. Alright. It's pretty good. Making your way with Hemeth kind of telling you, he'll kind of point out, he knows areas where there's different Dwergar locks that used to be waterfalls, telling you to kind of, you can use those or avoid them, because usually there's more waterfalls present around there, so he can kind of point you in that direction, avoiding at least that for today. I will need, we'll go with Dusk, if you'll roll me a D20 and 2D6. Alright. As you're starting to travel, rowing through this darkened space, and it is dark, which might make mapping even harder for fungi. Fungus do not have the dark vision.
That's good, because I was worried that we were going to be too good at the mapping.
But someone describes the scene to you, and you'll be like, all right, I'll jot that down. As you start jotting down these different areas, and you kind of come to a place which is almost open, but you can see it's littered with these jutting out stones that seem to be dripping, or not dripping, but covered in this dark liquid that's just kind of stuck. And what did you get? And yeah, as you're traveling along, you would feel something rock the boat. I need everyone to give me an athletics check.
We had pretty decent rolls last session, didn't we?
Well, until it came to, subduing me.
Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah,
That went
And-
terribly.
Right.
And making sanity checks.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
As Chasmus, Weller, and Fungi all fall into the water. This dark water as something kind of bumped the boat pretty vigorously. And out of those, I'm going to roll for... Over by Jim Jar, you would notice him just disappear below the water. Just a little, hey, what was that? As you hear this gurgling noise come from below the water. What are you guys doing? You would see Spiderbait and Jim Jar also fell into the water. I'll bring you to a little map so you can kind of see where you're at.
No.
Just to kind of help set the scene.
I would stand up and immediately unsheath Dawn just to shed light on the situation to figure out where everyone's at.
Okay.
And I now, I'm gonna actually, I am it to you directly just to make sure I can.
I
wanna see if I can now-
did add some creatures to your...
Oh,
Wow.
that's actually what I was just about to check. See if I can now turn it to one thing.
You should have added 5 creatures to... Or
Yep,
I actually
there it is.
added 6. I also added a dire rat for funsies.
Yep, I'm going to. I'll check this in.
As Jim Jar disappears
Yes.
below the water.
Yeah, I'm
Jimmy
going
Jar.
to wild shape into a giant poisonous snake.
Alright.
And fortunately, I don't have dark vision, but hopefully, dawn gives me some light, and I'm gonna. Jim Jar's gone missing. I'm gonna try and dive down a little further to see if I can see where he might have fallen to.
As...
I don't have dark vision, but I got blind sight for about 10 feet at least.
Fair enough. Give me a perception check at disadvantage because it is dark. As Jim Jar is being pulled somewhere. What are the rest of you guys doing? Yeah.
Rincewind wants to pull the rope off of his hip, the spider silk, and he's going to cast Mage Hand and take it one end of the rope and have the Mage Hand send it all the way past Spiderbait in kind of like a straight line,
Okay.
so that it like drapes out, and I'm holding one end kind of taut so it's easy to see, and then I'm going to kind of hand half of the coil to Hamath and see if he can toss the other end to... I'm going to throw a nod over at Chasmus. See if he
fair enough.
catches my drift.
Give me a athletics check to try and toss the rope accurately. This will count for Hemeth as well.
Okay.
And kind of, it's almost like you're rolling for Spiderbait too.
Yeah.
All right, with a 9. Spiderbait seems to be stuck on something. As you try to pull him out, he is stuck fast. But Hemeth does fling out rope towards Chasmus. As what are Chasmus, Weller, and Dusk doing?
I mean,
Weller is going to start swimming towards the direction of Fungi and Jim Jar, hearing Jim Jar go underwater, basically, and knowing that Fungi doesn't have dark vision.
Yeah, Casmus too is just gonna go down there to swim to the last known location of Jim Jar.
Okay, so ignoring the rope that Hemeth
Ignoring
tossed
the
out.
rope. Yep, ignoring the
Great.
rope.
That's
Start.
what's just going to pull Casmus up.
Well, yeah, but 2 is better than a 1 for finding Jim Jar.
So
Yeah, we can't lose Jim Jar, guys. We just got him. He just came back to us.
We'll say, Casmus, give me a athletics check to swim here. With a 19. Making it over there as well in this brief moment of time. Weller, give me a perception check because you're going over there looking also. And
Perception.
what is Dusk doing?
I guess seeing the others just want to swim around, I will move this side of the raft and start to see if I can see what happened to Jim Jar.
All right, give me a perception check as well. As you're all looking about, no sign of Jim Jar at the moment.
Sorry, because I only have that 1 inspiration for tonight, so it's a one-time use only.
It is one-time use only.
Jim Jar. It's so early, but I don't know. All right, I'm gonna use it for trying to find him. To try to add to my 13, if that's okay.
I'll say since all this is happening at once, that is perfectly fine. So roll that d6.
Ugh.
With the
Get me up
3,
to a
turning
16.
into a 16. Deep below the water, about 20 or 30 feet below, you would see a large greenish creature, humanoid in form, pulling down Jim Jar and just beating on him under the water. Looks like he's trying to pull him towards a large hole under the water surface over here.
How?
Over there. About 20, 30 feet down.
All right. I want to move as close as I can to it and try and see if I can, I guess, grab at Jim Jar or.
Okay, so at this point,
No, what is
we will
Try-
go into
Yeah.
initiative just to make things a little easier. But you would see Jim Jar, or you would see the snake dart somewhere in a direction. This will go to this one.
Oh, I forgot to do it on that.
Wait, what?
Oh, on roll 20.
Yeah, I'm out a week and I forget that I got it.
I should have had advantage on that roll.
It might have
But
already
I have
done
the
it for
thing
you.
lit up.
If you mouse
Just
over
says-
it might say, oh, okay, right. Yeah, just roll again.
Okay. I'll just roll. Yeah, okay.
And we'll keep whichever's higher. There you go.
Yeah.
Fungi, what'd you get?
9.
I gotta add your initiative to you.
Oh, fancy rincewind. Must be nice to be able to roll a die that lands in the team.
Ah,
Well, that
Yep.
will take us to
actually,
Dusk.
quite.
As Dusk, you would see the snake dart kind of underwater in a northwestern direction.
Hmm. To move right there. And ready in action. Ready in action to dive in and follow.
Okay.
Just
Wherever
sort
the
of
wherever
movement.
wherever the snake goes. All right. It will take us to Rincewind. As Spider
Okay.
Bates seems like he's stuck in the water there a little bit.
Does he has a firm grasp of the rope?
He does, but it seems like he's kind of stuck in some of this oil slick, kind of.
Okay. I'm gonna turn to Hamath real quick and kind of shrug when Casmus just kind of swam off, and be like, "I don't know, man. Help me out with this guy."
I
And
do not
then
know
I'm gonna
where he
hold.
went.
I'm gonna hold my action to wait for Hamath to help me pull Spiderbait in
Alright.
on his turn.
Fair enough. We'll take us to Casmus.
Yeah, Casper's gonna take a deep breath and just go down and see where the snake went. What's going on underwater?
Alright, you do have a movement speed of 15 feet in the water. So you can get over there kind of to the snake. If you want to use your action to make a perception check to try and see through this murky water.
Let's do that. I really don't see shit.
It's... You know what, I'll say since the snake is heading that way, I'll give you advantage on it. I would say at this point, since one of you have seen it, it might be easier too. Nah, you don't see shit. But that is your action. Anything else for Casmus? Any bonus action?
Nope.
Alright.
Nope.
But you feel like you got closer to seeing shit.
You did.
Yeah, exactly.
Kind of like, where's the snake going? That will take us to the snake.
Alright. So I was moving northwesterly towards
Towards Jim
Or this
Jar and
thing
this large humanoid
Yeah.
creature.
yeah. Which way was that going exactly on this thing?
About there. A little further, but and down a little, you know.
Can I see it?
I would
Or
say
no?
you can. You already spotted them, so you know where they're at.
Alright. Guess if I can reach it, I'm just gonna go straight out and make a bite at this. I want to try and make it directly at this thing's hand or wrist or something to try and get it to let go of Jim Jar.
So I'll say either an athletics check or you can do a bite to do damage.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for the bite.
Okay. But thematically, in hopes that it,
Oh,
with a natural one, you go in for a bite and get nothing.
this is really all I can do then.
All right.
I don't have any
Uh,
other.
At which point, Dusk, your readied action will go off. And you can dart towards where the snake went into the water. And,
All right.
and kind of getting down there, you would then see that there is this large, green-skinned humanoid, maybe 10, 12 feet tall. Webbed hands and feet. Looks like he's just wailing on Jim Jar as a snake is trying to bite at him. Jim Jar is
I gotta know.
nearly unconscious.
I gotta know what that sounds like with dust going in the water.
Bloop. Actually, it's a big, yeah. It's a big splash as cat don't like water. But
I was gonna say I was hoping for a meow, you know.
yeah,
Well, he is tiger themed, so water ain't so bad.
All right.
that will take us to Weller, and I would say at this point, now that 2 people are there, the rest of you will see this creature taking a hold of Jim Jar, trying to drag him down below the water. Say those of you on the raft probably won't see the creatures, just that there is something down there, and it's like 30 feet below the water.
All right, so I think this is right. I may be wrong. Because we have not taken a long rest, all of our fancy, cool new stuff that we unlocked, we don't get yet, right?
Not yet, no.
Okay, I thought that was the case.
As long as it doesn't like need an ability refresh, but if it's like,
I unlocked spells, so
I would say you would get those then.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
In that case, I would like to cast Fairy Fire.
All right. Gonna make a big dex save. I will say you'll either have to get the snake or Jim Jar.
It just illuminates him, right?
It gives attacks an
Any
advantage.
Oh, so even for the attack, I got you. Would have a advantage.
Correct. So I either fungi or Jim Jar.
You said Jim Jar is almost unconscious, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So I mean, it would illuminate him too, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So he'd be easy to find the unconscious body of Jim Jar after this thing gets done with him.
Yes, it will.
That's what I'm seeing it. Yeah.
Yeah. Hoping this guy doesn't kill him. He'll be easier to recover.
Fair enough.
So
the creature got a 13.
Okay.
Jim Jar got an 8. What is your DC? It should be... I don't remember if it's charisma modifier plus your proficiency bonus plus 8. So it'll be 10 plus your charisma bonus.
10 plus charisma bonus. Let me go back to my core. Charisma is my charisma bonus, the charisma modifier.
Yes.
That's 3.
So the DC would be 13, which the creature did get.
Well then.
Unfortunately, as it does illuminate the area, so you can see it.
Okay. Well, at least there's that.
And so I would say even the people above can see it, but it is 20, we'll say 25 feet below the water. Anything else for Weller?
It was. I mean, did I see where Jim Jar went in? Well, the snake was over here,
Yeah, he went in over there.
and he was going. That guy was going that way. So
And now
what
he
is?
is lit up.
Okay, and what is my movement in the water? You said 15?
15 feet.
15. So I can't get around him, but I can. I can get to right there.
And don't forget, they are also down a little bit, so you can't quite get there. But
Right. So if I do 10, I do 5. Yeah, I just want to kind of get closer.
all right.
So that should move me right there. So that'll be it.
That'll take us to Malakar.
And I will move up to the edge of the raft here. So I can see him.
You can.
I will cast Sacred Flame on him.
All right. Another dex check. I got a big 10 as this purplish flame lights up around this creature. Go and roll me some Sacred Flame damage. It will take 7 points of radiant damage. Anything else from Malakar?
That will be it for now.
As you would hear a voice, we have to save him from the darkness. And that'll take us all to NPCs. Hemeth will give advantage to Rincewind. Rincewind, give me an athletics check at advantage to try and yank Spiderbait out.
Okay, here we go.
Wasn't Dawn saying some like real cultish shit last time? Didn't we? I feel like we had that conversation. She said some things that were questionable.
Let's say a 14 just gets Spiderbait up as you drag him up.
Okay.
She was saying, smite the infidel kind of thing.
All right, let's making sure I didn't misremember that.
Okay.
Spiderbait
Then,
gets pulled up, but it's not your turn yet because that was your held action.
Right. Okay.
But you do pull Spiderbait up with the help of Hemeth.
Super.
Spiderbait will. Oh, thanks. What's going on? Oh, there's some lights down there. Oh, what's that? Oh, there's a snake. Oh, what are they doing down there? as he does not know what's going on. Turvio kind of looked at Malachar. Are we going after Jimja? Oh, can't quite shoot from. Kind of mutters to himself, man, fuck it. He'll hop in the water, just barely, and dive down, and he is going to try to shoot a crossbow at the creature, missing it.
How well do crossbows work underwater?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Like a harpoon, or like a harpoon gun.
Okay.
It's not reliant on, because it's propelled.
Right, it's spring loaded.
Yes. That is. I'll take us to Jimjar. Jimjar will try to stab out at this creature, hitting with both of them. One of them got a nat 20. Too bad it wasn't the first one though. He does a little bit of sneak attack. As Jimjar puts a hurting on this creature for 11 plus 20 points of damage.
Oh man, I'm gonna feel bad that I illuminated him now. Damn it.
As Jimjar losing breath, and the creature looks like some of the wounds that it just suffered from both Jimjar and the fire or the radiant damage that Malachar did seems to heal a little bit as its wounds are recovering. But then it will. It's gonna try to bite Jimjar at advantage, hitting Jimjar. Jimjar will take 6 points of piercing damage. Jimjar's still up. This thing's going to wail on Jimjar with his hand as well, clawing at him underwater as Jimjar falls unconscious. Then
But we see him.
you see him. Then he will turn to the snake and claw out towards the snake with its webbed claws. I'm getting a 17 to hit the snake.
Oh, yeah, that's gonna hit.
As the snake takes 13 points of slashing damage.
And that's going to revert me back to myself and pass on 2 points to me.
As the
I'm back to fungi.
sneaky snake is no more. Only fungi remains. As this thing hisses out towards you. Underwater, you just see the smile as bubbles burst out of its mouth and start floating up towards the surface, looking towards fungi. Still kind of has Jimjar in one claw, taking us to dusk.
Was my question. Whether it still had Jimjar. Alright. If I move here, I'm still in its threat range, right? Yeah.
And I would say you would even have to spend a little bit of movement to actually get to him, because even though you 30-foot movement, you had to move down a little bit. So you would need to spend like maybe 10 feet of movement to get down there to within range.
Okay. Okay. And I will hit it with an unarmed strike.
All right. As a 16 will hit it. Take a whopping.
Hey, Rincewind.
Yeah.
Remember how you wanted me to say my line earlier?
Yeah.
And then we had this guy that's knocked Jimjar unconscious and smiled at us from underwater.
Mm-hmm. I do have a little handout for you, but I'll show it to you later. Yeah, and I will say, all of your attacks that are not piercing weapons are at disadvantage. forgot to mention that. Unless you have a swim speed.
Okay.
Pretty much things like
Um,
spears, javelins, tridents, rapiers, short swords, daggers. All work well in.
Stabby stuff.
Yeah.
Then are you good with me calling that my bonus action?
I mean, I'm good with that being your regular attack. Like, because 15 still would have hit. I'm okay with it.
Oh, okay. Because I was going to use my spear. Otherwise, it's my regular attack. That's okay. I'll go ahead and make... I'm going to go ahead and make another attack. Unarmed strike, and I'm trying to get it to let go of Jimjar.
All right, so you... A 12 is going to miss. As you try and strike
okay.
out at its arm and just pulls Jimjar away from you.
And then I'm going to swim around to this side towards Jimjar.
All right. It will get an attack of opportunity against you.
I do have the mobile feat.
It will not get an attack of opportunity against you. As it tries to swipe out towards you, kind of using Jimjar to hit you with, you just kind of easily swirl away. That'll take us to Rincewind on the boat.
Yeah, I've got that. Now I have the Mobile Feet song stuck in my head from that dude on YouTube. So I am going to let's see. I'm going to try to make my way past Spiderbait if that's possible.
Yeah,
And,
absolutely. He's small. He's just kind of peering out over the side. Oh, what's going on? Oh, Jimjar's unconscious.
And I'm gonna ask Malakar to tell me who needs help, and then I'm going to hold my action because I didn't see anything that was going down, so I don't feel like I could make a decision.
You do see what's going on down there because it is lit up now. It's just 30 feet below the water.
Okay. Well, I was over here pulling Spiderbait out when he got hit.
That's fair enough.
So
I would say there's illumination down there at this point.
okay.
Because of the
Well,
fairy
then-
fire. So if nothing else, the area is lit up.
I mean, I would
Okay.
definitely tell him that Jimjar needs help.
Did Jimjar move? Wasn't he here before?
He got pulled by the troll.
Okay.
He's trying to move it away from Dusk.
Let's see how far. I gotta see how far he is then. Sorry, I didn't realize he just moved. I wasn't paying attention for the last minute.
So he's 30 feet away from
He
you.
says out loud. Okay, well he's not. I can't reach him with Thorn Whip. So can I hit Fun Guy with Thorn Whip from where I'm at?
They are 30 feet below the water.
Oh, they're 30 feet below the water.
25
Oh,
feet. I'll make a little note here.
yeah. Oh crap! I don't have anything that'll reach him because the effective range of a hand crossbow is 30 feet, right? 30.
Hand crossbow, yeah, 30.
Okay. Oh, I do have a short bow though. Okay, can I fire my short bow at and I don't know.
It'd be the same.
It just doesn't-
disadvantage.
Okay. I'll guess I'll do that at disadvantage then. Fire the short bow at the
All right.
at
Well,
the
remember, it's no. Did it make it save?
It did.
Okay, that's right.
It's the area is lit up. Jimjar's lit up, and the area is lit up. It is not
That's
lit
right.
up.
Okay. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna shoot the short bow first, I guess, and see how that works on
Give me
this
an
turn.
attack at disadvantage. Getting an 8, as much like you see in the movies when something's below the water and the bullets go whizzing and
Yep.
slowing down somehow.
And then I guess I'll just throw my short bow back on my back again and and strike to Malakar, be like, well, that didn't work, and I'll end my turn there.
All right.
But I'm not giving up.
That will take us to Casmus.
He's gonna swim 15 right there. And would I be able to do like use Misty Step underwater and get like
Sure.
close to? Okay, so 30 feet is gonna be. Yeah, so
It's also down a little bit, so you would be like
Yeah.
right above Jim Jar essentially.
I mean it would get right there on the side of
because
him.
you're also going down, so you would be able to get to right above.
But he was
Jim Jar.
also he already swam down, so he was already a bit underwater.
Not 30 feet down though. He was only like maybe like a few feet down.
Okay, so that and I'm from the action. We're gonna do Spirit of Dying on
All right, reaching out to Jim Jar as he's in the clutches
Jim
of
Jar.
this creature, and breath comes to Jim Jar as he's well now he's drowning. That'll take us to Fungi.
I need to move from my current position if I were to try and break the creature's hold, help him get released from where I am, or do I have to actually like move?
I would say you can
Over
try.
his-
You can try to pry Jim Jar from his grasp where you are now. It's not exact positioning. It's just roundabout.
So if I'm trying to do that, what is that, like an athletics check?
It would be an athletics check.
Disadvantage? Or,
It
or
it wouldn't be disadvantaged. It's fine. You're stronger underwater. So are they.
well, I guess because I have hands now. Okay. He's shrunk. So just to be safe, can I also use a what was it called? Knowledge from past life to
Absolutely.
for the ability check. Yeah.
As you kind of vaguely remember pulling up weeds in a garden on a hot summer day. 20. Yeah, you pull Jim Jar free.
Would I be able to, in the same that also just grab and start trying to move up towards the surface?
You can.
All right, so I'm
It'll
going to
be
do that.
15 feet up. This creature will make an attack of opportunity against you, though.
Fair enough.
Getting a 12 to hit
That does not hit.
as you swim 15 feet towards the surface away from this creature.
Yeah.
Anything else for Fungi?
Double checking. No. Oh wait. Oh, he's already. Jim Jar's already.
He's been
Healed.
spared. He's not healed. He's at 0, but
He's stabilized.
he's stable. I mean, he's stable,
Because-
but he's also drowning at this
Really
point.
shining, but hold on. Where to go? 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 There it is. Yeah. So, because I don't actually have to breathe, would I be able to use a spell that's just vocal components?
Because you don't have to breathe, yes.
All right, then I will also give him a healing word as a bonus action.
Nope. Sorry, Malakar.
That insanity again.
As you heal
Please
him
no.
for 7 points of healing.
Malakar swims away.
As I took away 7 hit points. Anything else for Fungi?
No, that does it for me.
That will take us to Weller.
Just a point of clarification. You mentioned piercing damage and the weapons that can hurt this thing. Is that because it's underwater?
Because it's underwater, yes. And not that it can hurt it. It's just any of the weapons
They're
that I
more
didn't
effective.
mention are at disadvantage attacks.
Roger that. Okay.
Because
And
you know,
he is 30
swinging a
feet down.
sword takes more effort underwater than piercing with.
Oh, for sure.
You know.
Sure. I just wanted to make sure my logic was sound. I'm gonna try the new toy.
Love new toys. What-
Did you not hear me? Did it not go through?
I just heard
Sorry.
it's it's a
Okay.
new toy.
Can I attempt to levitate him?
Absolutely.
Surface?
What sort of saving throw is that? Wisdom? Con?
Man, that's a great question. I just had it up. An unwilling creature that succeeds on a Constitution saving throw.
All right. This is a big beefy boy. Got a 19 on its Constitution save.
Oh, God damn it.
God
As
damn
you
it!
try, you see the water kind of surge with magical energy as the creature just kind of looks at you, cocks its head. Anything else for Weller?
All my new toys are not working out great.
It just
Uh,
rolled good. At least
We're
on the
also in
first
the
one.
water.
You're also underwater.
Yeah, I'm not underwater. I'm having a nice little splish splash.
That is true.
I will move down a bit. So
All right.
just try to position myself between fungi, saying that he got Jim Jar away.
Fair enough. So yeah, you're still on the surface, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That will take us to Malakar.
Who jumped off the boat and then back on,
Yeah.
oddly
Yep.
enough.
I'm thinking at this point I am going to jump into the water.
All right.
So water wise I could get
You could dash and
So, like, next to-
and kind of make it there. Because you're in heavy armor, you sink a little better.
Yeah.
I like how Steven phrased that as a positive. You sink a little better.
I mean, so you can get lower quicker.
On the surface I could get up next to Weller though, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, I'll do that and then I will cast Sacred Flame again.
You're 30 feet above this creature. It's gonna make a dex save. Got a 17, seemingly avoiding this, watching Weller cast and move away.
Damn it. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
You're good. But got a 17 and just kind of dodges out of the way as this purple radiant flames appear underwater. Anything else from Malakar?
Nope, that'll be it.
All right. That will take us to all the NPCs. Jim Jar will and kind of like rise up to the surface and dash back to the boat. Breathing heavily. Oh fuck, that was nothing good. What the hell is that thing? Spider Bait will run up and be like, it's that thing down there. It's bright down there. You're all shiny. And Turvey will continue to make a shot. Hemeth doesn't have any weapons, so he might have a ranged weapon. Nope. Just kind of looking on like, what do I do to help? Throw a rope. Turvey will make a shot underwater. Missing. Taking us to the creature below the depths. As, once again, its wounds seem to heal. I know how to do math. And it will then lash out once towards Casmus, once towards Dusk. Casmus got a 10 to hit.
Misses.
Dusk got a 23 to hit.
Yep.
As Dusk, you take 13 points of slashing damage. And then it's going to bite out at one of you guys at random. Gonna go for Casmus. Getting a 25 with its bite.
It hits.
As you take 9 points of piercing damage. It's just lashing out wildly. And it will kind of swim around and over each of you just to get to the other side. So it doesn't get flanked. It seems very adept in the water. That will take us to your turn, Dusk. Actually, top of the round. Everyone in the water, I do need to make a strength saving throw.
Oh, come on. I just jumped in.
I know. It's this turn time.
That's not good.
All right. As your be Weller, Malachar, and Casmus. You three roll me a d6. I got to roll for Turvy too.
How far down is Turvy?
He's like right at the edge of the boat.
Okay.
So at this point, Malachar,
Yep.
you are covered in oil. As you have advantage on acrobatics and athletics checks at the moment.
Oh, all right.
Weller and Casmus. Got the bad one. As well as someone else. Turvy. Weller, Casmus, and Turvy are each restrained as this kind of tar-like substance grapples each of you. And just kind of sticks to you, kind of impeding your movement and actions in any way. And you are currently restrained, as you have this sticky, sickly substance on each of you. That'll take us to Dusk.
I could GTFO, but I can't leave Casmus down here.
As he looks like he's covered in this dark tar-like substance as it kind of like attracted to him.
Okay. All right. I'm going to have to risk it.
Risk it for the biscuit.
Risk it for the biscuit. So what Dusk is going to do is he's going to use his feline agility
Okay.
to double his movement, which will basically just make it regular. And he's going to move up here and grab Casmus,
Okay.
I guess, as his action, and head back up to the other group. I would have 45 more feet of movement left.
Give me an athletics check for moving Casmus. He is this weighty, I don't know, lump, essentially, in the water. As you move up to the rest of the group with Casmus with quick speed.
Yeah, and kind of get to the surface and growl very loudly, "Get to the raft."
All right. That will take us to Rincewind.
So I am going to turn to Jim Jar and say, "You need to stop trying to fucking die all the goddamn time." And then I'm going to turn to Spiderbait and I'm going to say, "Help me pull Turvy out." And
Okay.
I'm going to try to reach down and I guess I'll hold my action again until he
I
can
would
help
say
me
you
out.
don't need to hold your action. Spiderbait was just kind of waiting to be told what to do because he didn't know what to do at the time. So
Okay.
he'll happily help you out.
Great.
Give me
And
an
then we'll
athletics.
try to pull.
At advantage. With a 19, you do pull Turvy up as he is still covered in this tar-like substance.
Pull him up and out, and then I mean, everybody's still at least 15 feet down now. Still,
No, the only person that is down is Fungi.
okay. I just imagine Fungi paddling like a motherfucker with those tiny little arms of his. So,
Yeah.
with a whole like non-arrow or very good like
Mm-hmm.
streaming mushroom cap on his head, like.
Absolutely.
But his head would have to be like buoyant, right?
Yeah, it's a flotation device.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Start
rock
shooting
it
off
up.
spores for propulsion. Yeah. And then I'm just going to move around to this side of Jim Jar and wait until I can help people start pulling people in,
All
I
right.
guess.
That will take us to Casmus, who is restrained, but you are in the arms of a loving cat figure. Well, a cat figure.
I can still attack even though at a disadvantage, so
It would
I'm
be a
actually going to
disadvantage.
try to
Punch in
hit the
face
creature
out of
with
love.
I'll just blast as I go up.
All right.
So let's try that.
A 19 will hit it. As he takes... Oh, because whenever you leveled up, so it'll still be plus your charisma, so plus 5.
Charisma is still the same thing.
What's your charisma
That-
bonus?
5.
Yeah,
Does
that's
the
what I was
proficient-
saying, so plus 5. Because whenever you level up, it changes your spell stuff, so I gotta go through and change all that stuff.
Okay, yeah, plus 5.
As you blast it with this red and blue streaks across the down to this creature, and you are stuck there. Anything else for Casmus? Any bonus action?
Nope.
All right, taking us to Fungi, 15 feet down. Still, you would hear some yelling come from above.
I'll start by using my movement to get myself the rest of the 15 feet up,
All right,
and then I'm going to look back at the creature, extend out my hand in a threatening manner, and cast Chill Touch at him.
all right. 22 will hit.
2.
He takes
For
6 points of necrotic damage.
And he won't be able to heal while I'm done with my next turn.
That is absolutely correct.
Just a quick survey. Nobody looks like they're in like really bad shape at this point,
Nah,
right?
just Fungi at the moment.
You know, I'm
Or not
I
Fungi,
really
just Jim Jar. I was looking at Jim Jar and said Fungi. But yes, just Jim Jar. But he's on the.
I don't think I need to use another spell slot. I don't think I need to cast another healing
All right.
word. So I'm good. I'm done.
That will take us to Weller, who is restrained at the moment, as this sticky substance just kind of started clinging to you suddenly.
I'd yell out to, I would yell out and just say, Dwerga, throw rope. Since he was contemplating on what to do earlier. And
He'll automatically throw rope. He had it in his hand. He was
Hey!
just waiting.
just needed the direction.
Yeah.
The whole thing. Here you go.
Yeah. Just coiled up and everything, tosses it
Yep.
out like a life preserver.
Yep.
And can I use my action to try to break free of the restraint?
That would be your action, yes.
That would be my action. I will give that a shot.
Give me an athletics check.
Roger that. Whoop. Where are you going, character sheet? Come back here.
Going far, far away.
Yeah. Be a bird. Fly far, far away.
You are unfortunately still restrained.
Dude,
Whatever this sticky
I don't think I've rolled
substance is.
above like a 15.
It's the new computer, or rather,
The combination of things,
Yeah.
the iPad, the work laptop, everything. I've got Twitch on my phone.
the whole nine.
So can I, what does being restrained do for my movement?
It's 0.
It's 0. Okay. Well, I guess that's it for me then.
All right. That will take us to Malachar. Who has the opposite problem. Currently, he has advantage on athletics and acrobatics check while covered in this slick oil.
Would I be able to try to get this sticky stuff off of Weller?
Absolutely. It would be an athletics check. To try and scrape it off of him in the water.
And you said I have that added advantage as well?
Yes, sir. With an 18, you do unrestrain Weller.
Then would it be...
You would have movement and bonus action left.
Do I have enough movement to get to the raft? Or to get on it?
Yeah. Yeah, you got 15 feet.
Okay. So that would put me like right next to Jim Jar here.
Yeah, you wouldn't quite get on the raft. It does take half movement to get up there.
Okay, so I'd be right next to it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, yeah, then that'll end my turn there.
All right, that will take us to all the NPCs. Jim Jar and Turvy will both... Actually, Turvy's going to try to break free of his stuff. While Jim Jar is going to shoot a crossbow. Turvy breaks free. And consequently starts grabbing an oar to the other side. Jim Jar misses his shot. Well, come on, guys, get out of the water. Grab the rope. And Hemeth will ready his action to pull someone if they attach to the rope. That's going to take us to the troll. Who's going to go up underneath. Swimming up. Underneath Fungi and Weller. And is going to go all out on Fungi, seeing as he is not regenerating now. Oh. First going to like dart up with a bite towards Fungi's feet, getting an 18 to hit.
That will hit. As he's moved into
Con save,
4
right?
inch. What's that?
Con save, right?
Right now I'm debating because now that
Oh yeah, that's right. You got
now that I put this, I'm trying to figure out what's mathematically better.
That's true.
Doing that or getting him with. I haven't activated Shillelagh yet, so I'm still viewing it with just regular strength. But it's bludgeon. What did you say was the result of bludgeoning under the water?
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage opportunity attack versus the con save. I'll swing at him with the stick.
All right, give me a stick swing at disadvantage. That is gonna be a miss. And he then lashes out at you with both of his claws. So you kind of see him kind of mutter something, but having a horrible time at the moment. I guess some residue fell off of Weller, kind of landing on top of him right as he swims up towards you, biting your feet, and then trying to claw at you and grab you, getting a 12 and an 8 to hit. It's like the third now.
Neither hit.
He's rolled. That will take us to dusk. Actually, top of the round. No, not yet. That'll take us to dusk.
So, okay.
This thing is right below Weller and Fungi. Kind of within range of you.
All right. I will kick at it.
All right.
Little kitty paw claw kick.
Will be at disadvantage. It's
Okay.
gonna be a miss.
And then I will still have. Can I move Casmus up to the rope?
Sure. We'll say Casmus won't be able to grab the rope, though. Actually, maybe he might be able to.
Okay.
We'll find out.
And then I will move right here.
All right.
I'm not getting out of the water yet, because
I
yeah.
gotcha.
But yeah.
That will take us to Rincewind. Casmus on deck.
So how far down are Weller and
Weller and
Fungi on the
are
surface?
they're on the surface. The creature is right below them at their feet.
Okay. I'm going to turn to Jim Jar and I'm going to say, get ready to catch Fungi. And sorry about this, Fungi, but I'm going to cast Thorn Whip and try to pull him at me
Give me an attack roll.
with that.
Thorn Whip does only bring someone 10 feet closer, though.
Yeah, 5, 10. That's right there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
If you hit him.
Well, here we go. Oops, I was on advantage. Sorry.
Does a 14 hit Fungi?
No.
As it just misses. I will say, Fungi, if you want to be hit by it, you can let him roll at advantage.
Oh. Trying to think here if.
It's
Well,
just,
if he's rolling at advantage, is the other roll the 9 he already.
I would
that's
just
fine.
I would let him re-roll because hindsight, you know, don't want to use past rolls.
What is that damage? It's a D8?
Something like that.
It is
Yes or no?
D6. 1d6.
Yeah, it's not a bunch of damage.
Go for it. Go for it. It's better than if he were to hit an opportunity attack on me.
Okay.
Well, he still might.
I thought if I'm pulled away from it, doesn't that not cause an opportunity attack?
Ah, well, there you go.
It's gonna be a miss anyways.
Okay.
Sorry, my guy. Fun guy. And I guess I will come right over here by the edge and see if anybody makes it,
All right.
and I can help
Just
them
holding out a
eventually, but
hand.
I'll end my turn. Yep, I'll be yelling, come on, come on, come on, come on.
That will take us to Casmus, who is restrained.
Right, dude. He's gonna try to get off of.
Get out of the restraints. Give me an athletics check.
Oh. 5 now.
You are quite restrained, as you are stuck pretty well in the water.
All right, so I can't do anything else. So that'll be it.
All right, taking us to Fungi.
All right, let's try this and hope it works out well. I'm going to look down at him and do an incantation and try and cast blindness on the guy. So he needs a con save of 15.
Oh, please fail, please fail, please fail.
Got a 24.
Stupid Constitution.
That's his best stat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured as much.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
it's-
All right,
darkness kind of wafts around his eyes, and he just blinks, and it's gone.
Fudge. Not knowing what the word fudge means. Well, I'm gonna make a movement anyway and
All right.
up towards where. I can't get onto the boat on my own, but I'm moving towards where Rinceman
I would
is by
say
the side of the boat.
you would be able to get onto the boat if you want to.
Okay.
It will provoke an attack of opportunity.
Yeah. Bring it.
It claws out at you. Getting a 9 to hit.
I will not hit.
It rolled really good against Jimjar. As Fungi, you're on the boat. Anything else?
Just in case he gets closer, I will take this opportunity for my bonus action to cast Shillelagh,
All right.
so I'm prepared. He comes in reaction range again.
That will take us to Weller. Right above you. Or right below you.
Above and below. Let's see.
Almost looks like your token is his head.
Yeah.
I've yet to reach my final form. If I move over, well, I don't have to move my guy. Oh, that was work. Laptop might bite the dust, guys. That was pretty laggy.
Uh-oh.
If I move right there, I'm not outside of its range, but I can reach Casmus, right?
Correct.
Fantastic. All right, let's go right there, and I will. Let's see, it's 5 foot down, but piercing isn't really my strong suit. I will. My rolls aren't going great tonight. What's that?
Except those piercing eyes of yours.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will attempt to free Casmus.
All right. Give me an athletics check.
I'm sorry in advance, Casmus.
You can't do any arm.
Yeah. It's a rough go for sure.
Again, I'd be happy if I saw a 15 tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
As you try and wipe this stuff off of Casmus, and it's just like not. It's like trying to rub, wash paint off your hands, but not using the right solvent.
I got you. That is, at least I'm positioned between the two. That'll be it for me.
All right, taking us to Malachar.
Let's see. At this point, I will climb up onto the boat.
All right, take half your movement.
Yeah. And I will cast the Sacred Flame again at the
All right,
Trolley Boy.
it's a troll. Here's your picture. Just pretend that they has webbed hands and feet. Getting a 17 on its dex save.
Yeah, that.
Anything else for Malachar?
That'll be it for now. We'll see what happens.
They'll take us to the NPCs. Jimjar, Spiderbait, will take shots. Turvey's kind of getting some oars ready to start rowing. Spider bait hit for a little bit of piercing damage. As Hemeth will be like, well, come on already. Get on the boat before we can get out of here. Taking us to the troll. We'll kind of use this opportunity to swim underneath all of you guys. And we'll... Actually, we'll go over here. And gonna attack Casmus. Because he, as the troll does, regain some health as well. Clawing out at Casmus at advantage now. You're restrained. Getting a 17. A 22. And a 26. Seeing Casmus being a easy target. I believe all of those hit. As Casmus, you take...
Yeah, they all, it's...
31 points of slashing damage. As Casmus falls unconscious, the creature starts to grab Casmus and pull him down, but doesn't get very far. Actually, you know what? He will take his opportunity to swim 15 feet down with Casmus. Weller, you can make an attack of opportunity if you have a weapon out.
I guess I'll use my hand crossbow.
So just a melee weapon.
Oh, okay. So I guess I'll use my net. No, just kidding. I'll go with the good old glave.
Alright. And is it disadvantage? Because swinging it. It's gonna be a mess. That'll take us to Dusk. Actually, top of the round, Dusk and Weller, I need strength saving throws. Alright. Dusk, roll me a d6. Dusk, this oil starts kind of sticking to you, and you are tarred up, as you are restrained, unfortunately. That will take us to your turn.
Well, that screws up my plan.
I'm sorry.
Are you, though?
It was a 50-50 chance you would get the tar.
I'll try to use my action to remove it.
Alright, give me an athletics check.
Did he get the tar the first time?
No. He
he
evaded it the first time.
Then didn't he get advantage, or was that fun guy that got advantage?
He just evaded getting touched by this oil previously.
Okay.
I mean, it can either restrain you or give you advantage. But with the 12, you are still unfortunately restrained.
All right, then.
Anything else for Dusk? I guess that's all.
Nope.
All right.
Mhm.
That'll take us to Rincewind, seeing Dusk right off the side get kind of covered and swarmed by this tar-like substance.
Oh man. Okay. Could I see Casmus going unconscious at the time?
Absolutely.
I mean, he's right there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. How far away is he then? He's 15 feet down, right?
15
And
over, so
he
he's about
is
20 feet away.
He's about 20 feet away. Does he have to hear the healing word?
No, you just have to see him, and he has to be within range that you can see.
Okay. I'm going to cup my hands to my mouth, and I'm going to just scream into the water, "Wake up!" And I'm going to cast Healing Word on Casmus.
All right. Casmus, you get healed. For 4 points of
Oh.
healing.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I had a couple attack modifiers on there. Sorry.
And Hunter's the favorite foe.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
And you're dead again.
But you do get 4 points of healing. Anything else for Rincewind? You still have an action.
Then I am going to try to see if I can get Malakar to help me drag, or I'll help Malakar drag Dusk up if that's what he wants, and I'll end my turn. So I'll use the help action.
All right. That will take us to Casmus. You are awake and still restrained, and this aquatic troll is dragging you down.
Let's
What's Casmus
see.
do?
There's not much I can do, so let's see. I'm gonna try to break free that the restraints.
All
That's
right.
the most important I have to do right now.
Be an athletics check.
Of course.
One, you kind of stick to the side of the troll.
God. That's all I can do.
That'll take us to Fun Guy.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Debating if I wild tip again, just go right back after you again. Something else this time. There's nothing else I can do to like magically transport you.
That's high level magic stuff.
Yeah.
Aside from Misty Step.
But you can only transport yourself.
Yeah, that's why Dimension Door is like the next level up. That's like 4th level.
Alright, let me just take a quick look here. What were my other options? Because that snake was not the best choice.
Crocodile's your most healthy.
Yeah, I was debating between the crocodile and the constrictor snake. Or what's he got on him? Higher AC on the crab. +3. 30. How many feet is he away from me right now?
He's about 15 feet away, 15 feet down.
Alright, so if I were to jump in the water wild shaping, I could make it to him.
Absolutely.
What's the 5 swirling speed? Okay. Let's see, that's +4. Alright, buddy, here I come. I'm gonna dive in and turn into a croc and yeah. Right to him, and I'm gonna try and see if I can free him from the troll.
Alright. So the troll just kind of barely has a grasp on him, but more he's just restrained by the sticky stuff around him. So give me an athletics check with the croc. Or
Nice.
speed to strength.
Yeah.
With 4. Fortunately,
So it's not a great hold on him.
no. So it's more he's just like stuck.
It probably still wouldn't give me. I was debating if I wanted to try my knowledge from previous life again, but I don't think that's going to give me enough to get him out anyway. Extra D6.
Alright.
All right. Sorry, dude. I'll try again next time.
Good.
That'll take us to Weller. Malakar on deck.
All right, at this point, I'm just going to shoot this fucker.
All right, give me a shot with your hand crossbow. Wow. I don't think you've rolled above a 10 tonight.
I've had a couple above a 10, but I don't know if I've broken the teens.
Well, you did, but it was the one roll that was a disadvantage because you rolled a 20 and then you rolled like a 9 or something like that.
Yeah, true.
So there's that.
It was an 8. But yeah, as you take a shot, it's just not clicking for you.
Yeah.
Anything else for Weller?
Yeah, I mean, I guess moving isn't going to hurt at this point, so I'll do 10, and what will it cost me to get on the boat, or I won't be able to get on the boat?
I'd say it's half your movement, so you can hop on the boat if you want.
All right, that'll be it for me.
All right, I'll take us to
Womp
Malakar.
womp.
I will move up to the edge and try to pull Dusk up.
All right, give me an athletics check.
Is that still an advantage or no?
It is still an advantage until the oil is removed, or it removes itself after 1 minute. With a nat 20, I would say you pull him up and break his oily restraints. Easily enough. Well, make it look easy at least. Anything else for Malakar?
Think this is a bonus action. It is. Let's see. I would like to cast Shield of Faith on Casmus.
All right. What is that? I think that's the first time we've seen that. What does that look like?
It starts out at his feet as like it's almost like that purple fiery look,
Yeah.
but it shoots up and just kind of surrounds him in a slight purplish fiery glow.
All right. As you feel this protective force, you have +2 to your AC now, Casmus.
All right.
And that will take us to Jim Jar. Or well,
Wow,
the
that was
NPCs.
such a good roll, Malakar.
Stop sucking up all the good rolls. As all of the NPCs besides Hemeth will shoot out. Spider bait at disadvantage. Missing. And Jim Jar and Turvy are regular rolls, both of them hitting. And Jim Jar actually does a little extra. Jim Jar does a good bit. It'll be 13 plus 8, 21 points. And Hemeth will just call it, Mr. Crocodile Man, put the sticky boy in the rope. Oh, bull. That'll take us to the troll, who is going to try to beat on this crocodile. Getting a 19 with the bite attack.
That hits.
A 10 with its second claw, or with its first claw.
That does not.
And a natural 20 with its second claw.
Well, that definitely does.
As you take 17 more points of piercing, or slashing. So 17 and 8, 25.
So that will knock me out of the crocodile shape and pass on an extra 6 to Fungi.
It's like I might have shielded the wrong person.
Hey, Richmond. Not
Yep.
going to say I told you so.
That will take us to dusk.
All right.
As
Yeah.
Casmus restrained underneath the water. Fungi down there get bamfed out of crocodile form. And the troll just wailing on anyone who's coming near.
Dive back into the water.
All right.
I will. Hold on. Yeah, I can make it down there. I can't get all the way to Casmus.
He's just kind of anywhere in the area of the troll.
Okay.
If you can reach the troll, you can reach Casmus.
Okay. I'm going to try to grab Casmus.
All right. I'll say grabbing him is easy enough, but maneuvering him away from the troll will be a athletics check.
That's what I'm going to try to do.
All right.
Okay.
As the troll is just clinging on just enough to keep you from its grasp. Try and wrest control of Casmus. Casmus is just like, you know, when two kids are fighting over a doll kind of thing.
Right. And I guess as a bonus action, I will sucker punch Casmus in the stomach,
Okay.
giving me 8 hit points.
Nice. That'll take us to Rincewind. Casmus on deck.
Okay, well, everybody that I'm pulling out of the water keeps jumping back into the goddamn water. So, I mean, it's like, it's like everybody's under the madness effect again. I don't know what the fuck's going on here. So, I'm gonna look at Weller and I'm gonna be like, I swear to God, if you jump in, or the gods, and then. Man, I am going to try to. I don't want to blow this, but I'm going to, as a bonus action, cast Zephyr Strike.
Okay.
And I'm going to try to shoot at the troll.
All right.
Right away with my short bow.
Okay. So we'll be at disadvantage with the short bow.
Right. Do disadvantage.
It would be a regular shot with your. So then Zephyr Strike would cancel out, so it would be a straight roll. If you were to use.
Well,
your
I
hand
mean, he's too
crossbow.
far away. I think if he's 15 feet down, he's too far away for the hand crossbow, so it's disadvantage
No,
either
so you'd
way.
be 30 feet essentially, or like
Oh,
20,
well
25
then-
feet.
May I use the hand crossbow then?
You may.
All right, let's do that then. Oops, I did roll it at disadvantage again though.
So that is a nat 20. We can't see the green, but a nat 20 will hit it.
Oh,
So
very
roll,
nice.
roll your Zephyr Strike. All the whole 9.
Okay.
Are you favored foeing him as well?
Yeah, I might as well. And well, I can't planar warrior because that's another bonus action.
Right.
So
Is it a bonus action?
Yeah, I have to declare it every time.
Gotcha. Roll damage one more time because it didn't roll the crit part.
It's not going to roll edge, I don't think.
Because you're
Yeah.
clicked
Because I
crit.
rolled at disadvantage.
Right. And so
Yeah.
just minus your dex from one of those, so it'll be 5, 8, so 13, 19, 27 points of damage.
Woohoo!
As you tear this troll a new neck hole.
And then I'm gonna go ahead
It's
and
looking rough at this point.
nice. I'm gonna go ahead and end my turn right there.
And will take us to Casmus. Fungi and deck.
Um,
Casmus, you have a little bit of health seeing this troll get shot in the neck by a crossbow bolt with quick speed. Dusk is next trying to yank you away from the troll, and Fungi is trying to do the same.
At disadvantage, I'll do shocking grasp on the troll.
Alright.
That's safe to do here.
I will say with a nat 1, go ahead and roll the damage, and everyone give me a dex save.
I'm sorry.
Yourself included. Not everyone, just the people in the water. Not you, Weller. But thank you for rolling.
Well, I'm glad I got that out of the way.
Glad we got that out of the way.
You like where your head's at, though.
As not a disadvantage, so Casmus, so your 23 will be fine. You don't take damage, just Fungi takes 6 points of lightning damage. As it arcs out and just kind of zaps Fungi a little bit.
You used a lightning attack, and we're surrounded by water.
I was going to touch him, so it was only going to be on him, but it didn't really work as planned.
I would say because nat 1, gotta go with it. Anything else for Casmus, though?
Nope, that'll be it.
Alright, that'll take us to Fungi.
Hey. Said he's looking rough.
He is looking rough.
Wonder how much I can deal him. All right, let's see if we can get lucky and try and just actually finish him off. So I should still have Shillelagh activated, even though Wild Shape can turn back out of it.
Is it a concentration spell?
No, it's not.
Okay, then yes, you do.
But I'm at disadvantage, though, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Fungi, listen, if you don't knock him out on this next one, I got you, buddy.
Guaranteed.
I've got to land an attack at some point, right?
Shouldn't have said that.
I think I can do to boost that. No, it's an ability check.
Well, 13 is going to be a miss.
Alright, well, I'll at least then take another attempt with my bonus action and do a little extra damage. I can.
Alright.
Let's see if that gets any luckier.
And you try and
No.
whack it with the backside of your quarterstaff, Shillelagh. Misses.
Damn.
Anything else
At
for
the
Fungi?
disadvantage. No, I'm out. Nothing else that I can do.
That'll take us to Weller.
Look,
All
I'm
on
here
you,
for you, buddy.
Weller.
I'm here for you. I got you guys.
You
Kill
gotta
this
get it.
bitch.
Yeah. All right. Hand crossbow attack.
Alright.
Hang on. Do I have to announce it first, or will you make a weapon attack? You can expend. All right. So we'll see how this goes. You know what I'm thinking.
I do. Let's see it.
All right. Let's see it.
Roll that
Superiority die, precision.
Yep.
Don't fail me now. I don't know who I'm talking to because I've been failed constantly.
It hits.
Oh, got it. I hovered on that one for a second.
Yep. You needed anything but a 1. That will hit it with a 16.
Fantastic. All right. And what kind of a can I expend another superiority die for a tripping attack? And would that have any effect being that it's underwater? I don't know how that works.
I don't know.
I think
Can you be
only
knocked down
expend one.
underwater?
I think you can only do one maneuver at a
Oh,
time.
can I only do one per turn?
Where is that superiority die stuff?
Battlemaster maneuver.
But I think you can only do one maneuver on one attack. We'll say so for now. Look it up later.
You can use only one maneuver per attack. Yep. All
There
right.
we go.
I mean, at least I fucking hit it, guys.
You hit it. Did some damage to it. Let's see some damage for 8 points of piercing damage. As yeah, it's looking rough. Blood in the water, guys. Weller holding your ground on the edge there.
No, actually, I'm going to jump as far away from Rincewind as I can after. No,
Oh,
I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
Into the water.
That's it for me.
All right, that will take us to Malakar.
Gonna leap back into the water. No. I'm gonna step to the edge and I think at this point all I can really do is I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame on him.
All right. Dex check. You got a 5.
God.
As he is unable to dodge this purplish flame. Takes 7 points of radiant damage.
Just slowly tick
as,
away at
as he's kind of very slowly moving around. You can see his skin start to melt. Anything else for Mal?
That's gonna be it.
I'll take us to all these NPCs. I'll tell you what, I'll let you guys roll for him. Someone roll me. Go with Dusk. Roll me 2d20. Chasmus roll me 1d20, and Fungi roll me 1d20. So spider bait hits. Actually, they all hit. As unfortunately, the troll goes unconscious. As they're like, oh, we got it. Get on up. The troll regenerates. As it seems to start sinking, its eyes blink open and assaults all of you guys that are down there.
With my reaction, I'll see if I get any luck at all.
With your
What's the
spores.
most I can do with this? Hold on.
If you had it active.
That's all. Yeah, it's the only thing I can't do. I can't do the polearm attack. It's not moving into position.
Right.
So spores. So
Got an 11.
15 con. All right.
That's
One.
attacking all of us.
1d4. It's
No,
attacking
just one
all.
person.
It's attacking all 3 of you guys. The spores just go to the creature.
Yeah.
It will take 1 point of necrotic damage, and it will try to go with bite towards Fungi, claw against Dusk, and a claw against Chasmus there. Fungi got a 20.
Yeah, that hits.
Oh, Jesus.
Dusk got a 16.
That misses.
And Chasmus got a 26.
It hits, but I'm gonna use Hellish Rebuke on him.
Alright, he will have advantage on this because it's fire and it's underwater.
Yeah, but gotta try.
He got an 8. As Casmus, you do take 13 points. So you don't have a reaction. Actually, it all happens at the same time. What do you guys think? I'll say it happens. Why not? Go and roll me some Hellish Rebuke damage.
It asks me the level. Should always be level 2? Or should it be?
No, with yours, I don't know. It should say in the.
Well,
Infernal Heritage.
it's a class.
Well, yours isn't from the class. Yours is from the.
No, it's from.
Race, isn't it?
Yeah, yours is from the race.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying for them.
It's always level 2.
Always level 2?
Mhm.
Alright.
So we'll
Prime.
take 18 points of damage. As Dusk, you
Hell
also
yeah.
take 5 points of piercing damage. Or not Dusk. I'm sorry, Fungi. On the
What was the number?
5.
So I go unconscious.
As Casmus goes unconscious, but you would see the creature melt away into a pile of sludge with this, as fire just exudes from Casmus and just kind of the creature melts into the sludge, which is stuck to so many of you. We'll say at this point it's easy enough for you guys to bring Casmus back to the boat. And as you do, that will be a good spot for us to take our little 5-10 minute break. A little later than normal, but did not anticipate this to last quite that long.
Yeah, it turns out if you attack this guy, he actually takes damage. If you
That's-
try to get away, it doesn't work out so well.
No.
Well-
God damn.
Yeah. If you, it depends on the commitment level of all the things. But we'll take our little break there, folks, and we'll be back here in a few. So we'll see y'all in a minute. All right, gang. Well, welcome back to our Out of the Abyss session today. Last we left, our characters had just encountered an aquatic troll who knocked people into the water and consequently tried to bring them under with it and beat them into submission. And trying to escape this creature's clutches was no easy feat, as the water itself seemed to either produce slick oil or thick, sticky tar, causing some of your swimming to be, well, bad. And at this point, bringing Casmus, as well as Casmus fell unconscious, he let out a burst of fire, which actually ended up melting the troll down into more of this oil and bringing him back so you guys can easily do a medicine check on him, make sure he's safe, as some people start rowing away rapidly.
Oh no, I will run up to Casmus and slap him awake.
All right. Casmus, you get 7 points of healing.
Ouch, do you really have to slap us to hit us to heal us every time?
Yep. That's his
The most
his way.
The most merciful way is to deliver the healing as quickly as possible.
It gets the blood flowing
But it hurts.
right in that cheek.
I will give you the dignity and turn away while you spit up all that water.
Appreciate it.
You will now all smell wet fur for hours.
Yep.
Oh no! Weller jumps back in the water.
Well, there's
Like,
that
nope.
tar substance in the water too, so don't forget about that.
I'm gonna pat Malakar on the shoulder, and I'm gonna say, "Hey, next time you go first." And I'm gonna give him, oh, what's it called?
Your advantage on
Yep,
initiative
Vigilant
checks.
Blessing.
Yes. As Jim Jar
I want to be
starts
restrained
rowing.
more.
Yeah, the restraint wears off after about 30 more seconds. It kind of drips down and dissolves. Jim Jar will kind of like call out to you. Thanks for helping me out there. It was real nasty. I thought I was gonna drown again. Not fun. But thanks.
We're not going to leave you down there, Jim Jar.
I appreciate that.
Well, we might next time.
Please don't. I like being alive.
I'm not going to take the time to run through your history of getting us into situations.
Well, this wasn't my fault. I just happened to fall.
Yeah, I know. I'm just going to reflect back on the fact that I'm glad that you rejoined us.
Me as well.
Before we get too far away, shut up, Jim Jar. No, before we get too far away, can I do any sort of check to see if the oily substance would be worth taking? I mean, is it like beneficial to making fires?
I would say it'd be a nature check.
Okay. I don't know if we have a way to contain it. Our guy with the bag of holding and flasks and everything died some odd days ago. Nature. It's not going to go great, guys, but you know. Oh!
With a 19 in nature, now that combat's over.
Steven, you better make this pay off, man.
I would say even thinking about the creature you just encountered, it being a troll, and it turning into this liquid, this might be like a troll graveyard. Seeing several holes within where some of the substance is pooling underneath the water. You can kind of make out some bones and stuff, and kind of one thing leads to another with the thought process of this oil. Is it usable? Yes, it probably would be. But furthermore, there might be stuff under the water from this either previous victims or other dead trolls. Trolls do like to collect things. I would say that that's in line with nature.
I would relay that to the party.
Ain't going back down in the water. If you want to go, be my guest, but I ain't going.
And I, adding on to him finding at least the bones and stuff like that, can I apply my proficiency with the herbalism kit to see if the bones would benefit us in any actual way?
I would say the bones themselves are just bones. It's just
No,
like
like-
bones stuck in old tar, slowly disintegrating. I would say the tar itself would be beneficial for burning. The oil seems like it has some slippery properties to it. So it would be worth keeping if you have a way to separate it from the water.
It should separate itself, shouldn't it?
It does, but
Yeah.
you know, when you scoop it up out of the water, you know, you're gonna have
Right.
there. But it will. You could probably cultivate some or gather some.
Or do we have anything to?
Yeah, I don't know if we have anything to store it in. Spiderbait had those bags, but
I believe my herbalism kit comes with like 3 vials or something
Sure.
for collecting, so we
Yeah.
could use
Yeah.
one of those.
I mean, it's
Um,
tar. I got a quiver I could empty and we could use for the tar. If we really need something.
Yeah, I don't know if we need it. It just might be worth it.
You guys want to try to collect some vials or one quiver otar, please.
And if we could locate an area of water around the raft that looks like it is more free of oil and or tar, I can jump in and take a look around and see if we quick see anything worth retrieving.
I would love to pray and help you with that.
I can at least head down if I don't have to breathe. Probably should.
Can we
use a
tie
little
a- can we-
vision.
Can we agree to tie a rope to whatever individual is going in the water, just for a quick recovery if need be?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
All right.
All right. So who's going in?
I'll go down if do Rinsman have any more of those dark vision to give out?
Absolutely. I will gladly help you out for an hour. And
It's got 'em for
more if you need
days.
it. Well, hours.
And you can give it to Dusk too, because Dusk is also going down.
I can give it to Yeah.
So Fungi and Dusk going in for a dive as you tie ropes to them.
Yeah, I'm gonna give myself guidance as I head down.
All right. Start swimming around.
I'd given it to Dusk before he jumped over. I posted it earlier.
Fair enough. So with this guidance, I will need both Dusk and Fungi to give me investigation checks, looking down as you're swimming beneath the waters.
It just definitely has to be investigation instead of perception.
Well, you're searching for items.
Okay.
You know, kind of sifting through bits at the bottom of the water here.
Hey, what if they're working together? What if like Fungi perceives and directs Dusk and he investigates, you know? Like a buddy cop movie.
I think we both have really good perception, and I don't know if any of us are good at investigation because we're both wisdom based.
Nobody is int based. But don't
Yeah.
you both each do have guidance?
Oh, okay.
Fungi with a 9 and Dusk with a...
Before anything, I still have one more knowledge from a past life, so I'll use
Dusk
that
with a
up too.
17.
I have a 14.
14, yeah.
Is there anything else I can throw in there?
Here's an interesting bit.
Did it come out of anything? No.
3 more trolls swim up.
No.
No.
Roll me a D100, Dusk. Oh, I like that roll. Let's see what it is. Clinging to this, there's a pool of tar kind of sitting at the bottom of this, kind of in a little like crevice. You can just make out what looks to be a little bit of leather, like a leather strap or something.
I will grab it.
All right, I will say it will be a... How are you trying to grab it? It seems pretty stuck in this tar.
Can I use my spear to wedge it out?
Absolutely, yeah. Give me a... What kind of roll would that be? Just a dex check? It's not quite sleight of hand. It's not acrobatics, but it's not athletics either.
If I'm not finding anything myself, can I help him?
Yeah, I would say sure. But what roll are we going with? You're trying to pry it out with the spear.
I get what you're saying.
I'll say just give me a dex check at advantage.
Okay.
because Fungi's helping you. All right, with a 23, you pull out a satchel as it kind of pulls free from this gooey tar-like substance. Looks to have a smiling face on it with a long strap, almost like a purse. Intricate designs of teal and red.
All right. We see nothing else. We'll head back up to the raft.
Roll me another D100, though.
Doot, doot, doot.
Okay. As you head up to the raft, holding this satchel, might still have an old bone finger or two attached to the strap.
Wasn't.
And what do? You have this bag.
It's in the bag.
What's in the box?
If you open up the bag, it looks nearly empty. Just this darkened space within. But if you reach your hand in the bag, it seems to go for a lot longer and larger. You can put your whole arm into this bag of holding.
The
And
cat does magic.
yeah, you
Well-
would see his arm disappear in there. And there's only one object within this bag. Looks to be a metallic container. Well, actually, no, a glass jar, about 3 inches in diameter. Has a red kind of wax seal on it. I would say with your proficiency in herbalism kit, same with a fungi, you guys can both give me herbalism kit check with intelligence to see if you know what this substance is.
Oh. Well, I didn't mean to do that, but
No, you're good. Dusk, you definitely know what it is. This is an ointment called Kyogtum's ointment. Kyogtum's? I don't know.
around how many doses do I think are in it? Oh.
Roll me a d4.
Or
There you go. There are 3 doses. Smells faintly of aloe.
perhaps one of us that doesn't normally employ healing abilities might want to hang on to this. Or,
Probably put it in my bag.
yeah, that would be fine. Or if you wanted, I could hold on to it since I can
It's up to you.
get to people fastest.
Yeah.
That's
Whatever y'all feel safest with. I think either option is wise.
Finder keepers.
I mean, as a
keep it.
healing thing, it's a last resort because it does have extra properties that are much better
Correct.
than just healing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct.
So,
poisons and diseases.
right. So I'm thinking maybe, yeah, Dusk, you should probably hold on to it. And, or, I don't know. You got the bag of holding right there. It's just an action to get to it anyway. So,
I don't carry much. If someone else could better benefit from the bag of holding, they should use it.
We've already got a satchel on me, but I could probably, if no one wants it,
It is a heavy
Crafty.
bag.
Yeah.
The bag itself weighs 15 pounds.
Good lord.
But all the stuff you can put into it.
You can carry
Yeah.
up to 500 pounds as long as it fits into the hole.
Right.
Nobody.
So
Well, look, I'll take the satchel if no one's gonna take it.
That is
I'll
fine with
carry,
me.
I'll carry my own and bag of holding for the group.
All right.
All right.
Start
Operation
handing,
looking-
Start handing over excess
Yeah.
junk.
Operation Search Through the Tar, successful. Now Operation GTFO. Let's paddle the hell
As
out of
the
here.
rest of the
Yeah.
group is just waiting to get the fuck out of there.
Alright, let's paddle out.
As you guys start paddling out into the darkness beyond, starting to sort through stuff and jam a bunch of stuff into Casmus's bag.
Come on.
I mean, you know. But as you start making your way, about 3 or so hours pass until you're going through this one narrower cavern, which opens up into a larger space, probably easily 100 or so feet wide on either side. A couple of exits, smaller, maybe enough for the vessel you're on to fit. You would see what looks to be an island. And on this island would have some glowing mushrooms. Large zirkwoods. Along with, are there actual glowing? Let me double check, see if there's actually, with a couple of smaller glowing torch stalks on it.
Are we already familiar with what these things already do, or can I? Figure out what they
are just large. They're essentially the trees of the Underdark. They're just large mushrooms that are often used for wood and lumber. Your raft is made of zirkwood. And the torch stalks are pretty much like lamps. They're giving off faint light. They can be turned off and on by usually just pressing them.
Could we get on the island and get some rest?
we could definitely get on the island and get some of those torches so that we can adorn our ship with them. And I also agree that we need rest.
They do only work when they're
when they're
attached.
planted.
If you cut them, I would say you guys would know. Actually, let me double check about that. I'm pretty sure they lose their potency.
That makes sense.
I'm holding it.
Yeah, they do lose their potency.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'm all for taking a rest too. I think a lot of us could use a break for a minute.
Agreed.
Oh no, I'm wrong. These aren't torch stalks. These are night lights. Sorry.
Okay.
Torch stalk is something else. They do actually burn. Sometimes they explode.
But the nightlights still don't work unless they're
Right. As soon as they are cut, they are out. And it seems
inert.
like this island is kind of one larger mass with a smaller mass on its southern side, we'll say. There are more of these night lights on the southern side.
Right.
Hey, Jim Jar,
Oh yeah.
go touch those.
Yeah, I'll remember the last time that happened. I'll bet you won't go touch them.
How much you want to bet?
Bet you one of my gold earrings. You can touch that whenever.
Nah. No, I want you to keep your gold earrings.
Oh, all right.
I've got no need for it.
And you would notice around the night lights there are actually a couple of pools of water. I'm gonna bring you to a map, but just for, it's not necessarily combat. It's just, you would actually also notice at the top of this one island there is what looks to be remnants of an old campfire.
All right, we'll go ashore.
Yeah, are we docking here?
I think we need some sleep.
Weather will handle tying the raft off.
All right.
Yeah, can we tie it to the closest dock?
Yeah. Pull it up a little bit. Tie it off. The rest of the group kind of starts to settle in and get up. Spider Beetle kind of like, these are big mushrooms. I didn't see too many mushrooms in the webs.
Yeah, you probably should get some of those mushrooms to burn.
Just each one and just start introducing myself to them. Hi. Hi. Hi.
Are you casting Speak with Plants, or are you just introducing?
No, I'm just introducing myself.
Okay.
I don't have that spell yet.
Fair enough.
Dusk will forage around and see if there's anything that can possibly be turned into a small meal.
Rincewind, didn't you get fishing supplies back at the village?
No, we I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I was able to hold on to the tackle in my fits of screaming, but
I would
I'm
say
hoping
so.
I
Why
held
not?
on.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can fish to your heart's desire. I'm gonna go check out that campfire to see how recent it was, and
All right.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
So-
Yeah, if you want to go do that, I can fish. It's
That'll
fine.
be a survival check to find out the campfire age, and a survival check to forage, essentially, for stuff to eat.
I'll
Jeez Louise. Oh well.
which I'm gonna. I still at least have my net. Can I use my net and I'll go by the water where we dock? I'll see if I can fish something up for you guys.
All right. So that would also be a survival check. As Dusk is foraging, Fungi is fishing. Rincewind, it's a campfire.
Well,
It's definitely been
do I get
burned in.
advantage of that? Sorry. Go ahead.
Is someone else helping you with that?
No,
Yeah,
but
I said
it's
I
a
was-
survival
well, I did
check,
say
and
I
it's
was gonna
part of
go
my
up there.
terrain.
Esmond's gonna go and look at it
Oh,
too.
yeah, I'll give it to you because it's part of your terrain. I thought you were changing that.
I was, but I haven't yet. I was.
Okay, fair enough. Casmus is doing what now?
He's gonna go and look at the fire tubes. Help.
Okay. Are you proficient with survival?
Nope.
All right.
Well, to go up there. That was his original plan.
All right. Fair enough. So yes, for various reasons, Rincewind, you will have an advantage. But I'm gonna ask for another roll though,
Okay.
You get
I'm gonna
double
roll this
advantage.
one normal.
instead of yeah.
Okay. Survival.
Okay.
That's better.
Looks to be about 2 weeks old.
Okay. Everything's gone. Like it's just
Yeah.
ash.
It's just ash. It's been stifled by water. It looks kind of sandy on this kind of maroonish island. nothing, no real equipment or anything like that. Dusk, you would notice as you're searching around for food, there are these large grain-like spores that are edible on the Zerkwoods. But you would also notice that these Zerkwoods have been carved, like their bark has been used repeatedly and just grown over as they're growing thicker than you would guess. You do find 8 pounds of Zerkwood spores to eat for the evening. While
Okay.
Fungi, you're just gonna get this roll. You catch 4 pounds of fish, taking about an hour or so.
We can get a fire started. I will.
As Hemeth, Jimjar, and Turvy, and Spiderbait doesn't care. He's still looking at the big things. These 3 will try to start a fire if they get the okay from the other 3 that are.
Yeah. Gasper's gonna tell them just get me some wood and I'll start a fire.
All right.
Just give me anything to burn.
There's wood everywhere. Look.
Yeah, what I'm saying is gather some and I'll start the fire.
Oh, yeah, they barely got to start it, and then Rincewind can go ham with it.
Also, we have the oil that's apparently flammable.
I'll try to like
Did you guys gather?
cover my
we
lip
didn't-
while
we
I'm
didn't
casting
talk about
it.
the gathering of the oil. We talked about the
Oh, yeah.
possibility of gathering it, and then you guys were like,
Oh,
let's
yeah.
dive down.
Yeah, we don't need the oil. We just need wood or anything to burn.
And what is Malakar doing during all this, if anything?
Kind of just like surveying the area, just trying to make sure there's nobody else around us.
Give me a perception check.
I can't read.
With a 3. Yeah, you're all alone in here for sure. You can the ceiling of the ceiling in here. The top of the ceiling in here does kind of have several stalagmites or stalactites around the edge of this island, but you can notice none of them are growing above the island itself. Maybe about 60 or 70 feet up. As the Zerkwoods do, these are pretty tall ones, especially this one here is probably about 40 feet tall. The others are probably about 20 or so.
Malakar is so sure we're alone, he doesn't even realize that we're here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Kind of lost in thought in the quietness in this space. You guys start to kind of get a good meal going.
Did you, because I know there was the ones that we can touch and they turn off.
Yes, the night lights do turn off if you want them to.
Oh, okay, just those over there on that island, that
And,
part of the island.
and these down here. They're the smaller ones.
Gotcha. Okay. The bigger blue things that are around us, though, are those not giving off light?
They are not giving off light. Yeah, you can kind of see the little radiance with your vision.
Gotcha.
Rincewind can kind of see the radiance given off by them.
Okay.
Fungi is in the total dark, aside from the light given off by them.
How long? Well, I guess it's more than an hour that we've been
Yeah,
paddling out.
that was like 3 hours away. But eventually, you guys do light a campfire. Yeah, getting a meal of mushroom spores and I guess give me a cook's utensils tools because get to use it. Dusk. All right. Using the 4 pounds of fish and 8 pounds of Zerkwood, you actually end up making enough to feed everyone just fine. without the use of any extraneous things. A little bit of water here and there. And actually, you would note that there is some water in this that looks like fresh, good water. One thing you've noticed when traversing the Dark Lake, and Hemeth will even tell you, you don't want to drink the water in the Dark Lake unless it's pure and potable. It is fortunate we've come to a island with water on it. Also fortunate that you have a mostly stocked raft. How convenient. How do you guys manage to get the best raft they had?
We kind of agreed to help them in their civil war. And they gave us a raft in exchange.
Oh. I was hoping to help them with their civil war, but they didn't want any of it.
So who did you approach?
Well, the fish people.
Well, yes, but which fish people? The daughter or the father?
I got to be honest, I do not remember names. They are all things like Sklobabo or
Yeah, I
they
know.
were all chanting like Limu Gugun, whatever the fuck that is. I don't pay much stock into the words that they say. Names.
Well,
And
do you
his-
think? Do you think that you were approaching the person that was leaning more heavily towards Limo Gugun, or the person that was against Limo Gugun?
Well, they spoke about Limu Gugun a little bit, and I was like, yes, I can provide you with excellent weaponry to help Limu Gugun do whatever. And they were like, no, we'll sacrifice you instead. I said,
Here's
Yeah.
her.
I said no, and they're like, yes, and well, you saw how that conversation went.
At the comment that he made about our raft being fully stocked, can I make like an insight check? Oh, because I mean we've just like trusted him blindly because he rescued Rincewind, but
Oh, what was the insight check for that you went dark there for a second?
just to see if there's any ulterior motives. I didn't like the comment that he made about our raft being fully stocked.
Sure, give me an insight check. With a 16. More just curious about how you navigated the situation and came out with this raft. But it, yeah, he's not like trying to hide anything. He doesn't seem like he has any ulterior motives in this situation.
Can we circle back around to the weapons that you were going to sell to these sides and ask whereabouts those may be?
They're probably at the bottom of the Dark Lake. I assumed they would have taken them, but they're stupid fish people, so I guess not.
They sunk them?
Well, they were on my boat.
Yeah.
Probably a salvaging crew that probably picked them up is my guess. It's good weapons. Good steel. Not like half of, no offense, half of what you all have here. Although that one has that amazing glowy sword. Looks magic though, so it's not, you know.
I'm guessing you're talking about Dwarven steel.
Of course, the best. Built by a forge lit by dragons.
By what now?
A dragon. Do not worry.
Lit by a
he's-
dragon?
He's quite tame. We keep him happy. He keeps the forges lit. It's a win-win for everybody. I think.
You think?
Yeah, that's the way it's been.
Yeah, until that dragon decides that you guys are his next meal.
Oh, well, of course that happens from time to time, but you just have to keep them happy. The people who are no longer of good service, they tend to go the way of dragon food.
So does this dragon like work the forge, or how does it? What are you?
He keeps all of them lit.
Lit, as in he keeps the fire going.
Correct. Yes.
Is this a red dragon?
Well,
I say as it gets arrived, it's kind of suddenly scared.
of course. I mean, they breathe the fire. I do not know of any other kind of dragon, though. All dragons. Oh no, I have heard of the deep dragons who don't want to run into them. They're a little more wild.
I mean, I wouldn't want to run in any dragon.
Oh, I doubt you will run into the dragon once we get to Gracklestug. You would be so lucky, though.
I wouldn't call it luck, but whatever.
Okay, I mean, he is an ancient being, just a staple of the city.
An ancient being that can kill you in one bite. So, yeah.
Oh, I don't think he would waste biting you. You are just
You
sticks. You have no
get
muscle
my
and
meaning.
meat on you.
You get my meaning. You can kill all any of us in one bite.
That is why you make deals. It has worked out
Oh.
for centuries. Don't worry about it. Jim Jar is
Okay.
definitely kind of surprised at this conversation, as is Turvy. Spiderbait's just listening on like he's just a dragon. I've never seen a dragon, but I want to see this dragon, guys. Can we?
I've
Man,
never seen
careful
one in
what you
person.
wish for, my dude.
Yeah, I've seen one in books. You don't. I'm pretty sure. I can tell you don't want to see one from what I've read.
Oh.
So,
But they breathe fire? That's cool. Like you did
Some of-
earlier under the water.
yeah, not the same thing, but yeah.
Are you a
some
dragon?
No, I'm not a dragon.
Oh.
Let's just say I've got a devilish ancestry.
Oh, that sounds worse than dragon. Hemeth will kind of look over at you. Yes, most elves have somewhat devilish ancestry.
No elf.
And then look at Weller. What do you mean you are no elf?
Casmus points to his tiefling tail. Yeah, I don't have the horns, but as you can see, I do have the. I'm a tiefling. I do have the tail.
What is this tiefling? What does that mean?
Down, basically elves that had affairs with devils, and
I have never
Tieflings
heard of
have
this.
some-
Why would someone have an
You-
affair with devils?
you've got. Don't ask me, but Malachar down there is also a tiefling, but he's got the horns. I don't.
Well, because he's a devil.
He's not a devil.
Of course he's not. Sure.
I'm probably more of a devil than he is.
And you are proud of this?
No. It's just what I am.
Spiderbait kind of backs away as you say that.
Let's just say that the way I got my powers is by making a pact with a certain someone.
Lucifer?
No.
A devil?
A devil.
A specific devil?
To me, very specific devil, but he's not. He's not known.
Why would you
Oh,
make
yeah.
deals with devils? You just said you didn't understand why people would treat with them.
Probably should.
Jim Jarrow. Right. That doesn't seem all great, Casmus, to be honest.
Well, when you're okay, let's put it this way: when you're in the worst time you've ever been in your life, you just and someone comes up and gives you the opportunity to have some powers, and you can get yourself better. But in hindsight, you gotta do something for them, and that's how I got my powers. But that devil, I also happens to be my death.
So your father is... It's almighty complicated.
It is.
Why...
It is very complicated.
That doesn't sound good, and it kind of looks at Turvey. Yeah, that doesn't sound right. It sounds quite,
Yeah, well,
you know they're bad, right?
I know, I know. Trust me. But I didn't really have a choice.
So you made a deal with the devil.
Yeah.
I mean, does anybody else want to share some spectacularly bad news for me?
I mean, have I shown anything that I wouldn't be trustworthy?
That's
Yes.
kind of a loaded question. But
You've injured multiple.
I mean, you were in the prison of the Drow, but so that's not saying that you committed a crime. But we still are not sure under what auspices you were taken prisoner.
Neither do I. I don't remember how the hell I ended up in that.
Okay. And B, you just admitted to us that you may not be under your complete own control because you have a pact with a devil. So
I never said
I mean-
wasn't. I never said I wasn't under control of my own.
coming from a race of people that were not under their own control for several eons, I would just like to throw this in the ring that there is no pact that doesn't have two sides to it, and
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I'm just saying.
Oh,
I
yeah,
mean-
definitely.
He's saying what was the other end of the deal.
Right. I'm looking up, waiting for the other shoe
Powers.
to drop here, because I mean,
You.
it's not like
He asked me to. All I can really remember from me being down here, why I'm down here, is it was sent me to get some demon. Don't remember what. And then next thing I remember is waking up in a drug prison.
Mm.
So yeah, the demon we saw, it probably wasn't that one, but I feel like there's a lot demonic. If I'm be sent here to hunt one.
okay. I mean,
All of
I
these
think-
outsiders in the Underdark. You all not understand.
Look, Weller,
It's for you.
I really don't want to be down here. If it was for me, I would have stayed up in the surface.
I gotta
Also-
honestly tell. I gotta honestly say it's a little bit more scary that you don't know why you're down here and you're under the pact of somebody else. I mean, if you were more aware of why you were down here, that would be a little more comforting to me because
I just told you I do know why I'm down here. I was sent to hunt some demon, but I don't remember how I ended up in the situation right now. Like how I ended up in the Drow prison and now everything that happened up to now.
Okay.
But I do know why I was down here originally.
Okay.
Also, while I might not be quite like my drow brethren, mind your tongue, so that an amicable relationship as long as we're traveling together.
So I haven't shown anyone any bad intentions.
No, not you. That was directed to the Dwargar that's with us.
Tongue towards what?
I'm gonna walk over to Chasm and say, "I still like you, buddy. I'm gonna give you like a toddler type hug."
Jasmine's gonna pat his head.
I wasn't insulting you with the poor metalwork that the Drow do. Just that it's better than Cracklestug. I meant no insult, just
No, it was the other comment where he cut his eyes at me about something about evil word. There was another comment that was made about Drow down here.
You can give me a history check. I'll allow that, Weller.
I mean, I know we're not great.
I mean, Drow.
With
I know we're
with,
not great, but I'm not going to stand for trash talking. I'm right
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Not
for
like I
sure.
was part of the Hitler Youth.
But I will say
We were just following orders.
with
Okay.
with the mentioning of what Casmus just said, Drow higher ups do have a tendency to kind of flirt with the idea of controlling demons.
Mm.
Not always successfully, but usually.
I mean, okay. So
So may I offer a point of view?
absolutely.
Dusk says all, composed and monkly. He'll say, we are all very different and are here for different reasons, but we have the same purpose. If we dwell on our past indifferences, our purpose will be more difficult to achieve. I recommend we put all those things aside. For now.
Down.
I mean, that's right now. Yeah, I agree. We all just have to help each other get to Ragostug and then get these shackles off. And
Which I will be more than happy as long as you help me get there. And I can even help you into the city itself.
if you stick with us, I mean, you're probably gonna get there.
While I don't respect the ways that you came about your powers, Casmus, I understand the mission.
You cut out there.
And you've been a contributing member.
If I
What part cut out? What do I need to repeat?
After understand.
Oh, I understand what his mission is down here. I said it had some validity.
I got you.
Yeah, and like I said earlier, Weller, if I would have had any other way to get these powers, I probably would have taken it. I would have, or if I would have given any other opportunity to get better, I probably would have taken these powers. I'm not proud of it. but it's what it is.
Oh, I guess I only have one more question, and that's what's your exit strategy?
Yeah, basically just do my my part of the bargain, and when that's done, I'm released.
And are you hoping to be released, or are you hoping to be like empowered?
No, I'm hoping to be released. I'm just doing it to help out because Patreon helped me out in a situation, in a dark situation. So he helped me out, I help him out, and it's done. Or that's what I hope for.
Right.
Is that really how you think it'll go after making a deal with the devil?
Time will tell.
It's rarely the way it goes with devils.
Yeah, I know.
As you
Well,
say that,
a devil appears.
no. You would hear a faint whisper kind of echo from around this chamber.
I don't like that.
Help me. And just that, like, that help part just starts to echo.
Was it audible
It was
Yeah,
or
audible.
I was
was
gonna
it
ask.
like
It was
psychic?
it wasn't psychic. It was definitely audible. Almost sounded like it was muffled through water. Like you were hearing it echo from like underneath water is what it sounds like. And hearing that voice, all of the torch stalks around kind of sway a little bit, as does the fire, as a faint breeze just lightly picks up.
Hello?
As you call out to see what is asking for help. That'll be where we're on tonight. As we...
It's either another Dawn or another NPC we have to share XP with.
There you go.
I think we just pretend we don't hear it, guys.
Well, if
Well,
I've got
your
dawn, does
friend.
that mean it's dusk that's out there?
Ooh,
Oh,
dusk is right there.
Different dusk.
Well,
have these philosophical words of wisdom that we all just ignored and continue talking.
we'll find out next time. So join us next Thursday. See what is calling out, if they investigate it or find out more about their travels along the Dark Lake to hopefully get to Gracklestug sooner rather than later. But we'll pick up there next time. So we'll see everyone then.
All right.
Good night.
Good
Bye,
night.
Twitch.
Good night, Twitch.
Hey.